the god of all Daleks, and I bring you fire. I'll take you to burn. That's it.
Hey everybody, Glenn here. I've got another subscription box for you today. And today we are going to go over this month's Cosmo-Cube. Now Cosmo-Cube, as you might recall, one of your smaller boxes as far as popularity goes. Not a whole lot of people know about it, but it's quickly gaining a reputation, at least for me, of being a box that has unique items, different items, kind of kooky items. They have an art contest every month for anyone that anyone can enter to get their art on the poster for the month or a shirt for the month. So kind of a different way of doing things with Cosmo-Cube. Cosmo-Cube is $24.95, so not one of the more expensive boxes, but also not the cheapest. Last month, their box theme was steampunk, and had a lot of really cool items in it. That, you know, while value-wise it might not have been that high, it did have some items that were really unique and really fun. So let's check out what this month brings. So as I said, one thing about Cosmo-Cube is that their boxes tend to have unique, different items that you're not going to really see anywhere else, and items that are fun, kind of funky. And this month's no exception. Now, I was put off a bit by, number one, by their announcement that their theme this month was whatever. And that kind of scared me a little bit, because anytime a box tries to do a non-theme theme, My Geeky Goodies did this a couple of times with their mystery mashup box. A couple other boxes have done this, you know, kind of mishmash, potpourri box theme. That what that tells me is, hey, we can't come up with anything this month. We're, you know, either we don't have a lot of items, or our items don't really relate to each other. We can't come up with a good theme. So we're going to put off the good theme to next month, and we're just going to throw whatever in the box. And that's what this box's theme is, whatever. And I don't like that very much. Either you have a theme or you don't. If you're not going to have a theme, then stop having themes. But to me, a consistent theme, number one, is going to get you box subscriptions. Number two, it's going to keep your current subscribers going, because, you know, a whatever theme seems like a cop-out. Seems like kind of a wishy-washy thing to do. So we're going to see what these items turned out to be. But that was the first thing that bothered me, was the whole whatever concept. All right, here's the other thing that bothers me about this month's Cosmo-Cube. Only 4 items in it. Now, they happen to be 4 pretty cool items, but only 4 items in a box. Didn't take up all of the box room either, so it's not like there's 4 big items, and the box is stuffed with these 4 big items. Loot Crate this month had bigger items, not as many, which was cool because they were, size-wise, they were still larger items, and they took up the box, and they were definitely worth it. This time it feels like not a whole lot of effort was put into it. They did have some unique items. So let's check out the first one. Alright, first we got a wearable. It is a red Dalek beanie from Doctor Who. Pretty cool hat. I'm beginning to come around on kind of the goofy wearables. And this is a pretty cool hat. Got the little ears, antennas on them, and it's pretty cool. So I like this. You don't often get beanies. You rarely get beanies, and you don't often get hats anyway. So I don't mind the hat too much. All right, next in our 4 items is a gun. One of 4 Minecraft foam guns. This is one of 4. If you like Minecraft, this is a pretty good item. I like seeing things like, sometimes you'll see, you know, axes or kind of goofy things in this 8-bit style that look pretty cool. In today's atmosphere, a toy gun, kind of dicey as far as subscription boxes, especially if you know, if they're aimed towards the kids set. This isn't a bad item, just I don't know how appropriate it is. I don't mind it too much, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, lastly, a couple of smaller items. We've been getting a lot of dog tags lately, so this is a Transformers dog tag, but it's not like your typical dog tags where, you know, the thin tin looking normal dog tags. This one lights up, so it's an LED dog tag, and this one is the Decepticon one. Pretty cool. It doesn't light up that brightly. I mean, I know I have bright lights in this studio, but it's really not that bright, even in the dark. So I guess it's okay. I'm not sure I'd wear it as a pendant, but it does light up, and at least it's a little bit different. And lastly, in the last couple of boxes, not the last couple, but 2 of the recent boxes, we had a couple of Dragon Ball Z stress balls. Well, guess what I got in this box? I got another Dragon Ball. This isn't a stress ball, but it's a just a clear ball with this one is the 3-star, and this one of 7. Obviously, it goes up to the 7-star Dragon Balls. Now, this is at least kind of cool looking. It's almost like a giant marble with the stars inside. It looks kind of neat. It's just funny that I've gotten so many of this almost exact item in the past week. But this at least is almost a collectible. You know, I'm not going to go throwing it around the house. It's not going to bounce off anything. It's just a little crystal ball kind of deal there. So, not bad. And then their card listing the 4 items. It just doesn't seem like they put a whole lot of effort into this box. Only 4 items. The card's kind of plain. You know, the items individually are pretty cool, but it just seems like a meh box. And, you know, if I paid $25 for it, I might consider that a little bit of a letdown. You know, the beanie's cool. It's getting incredibly hot on my head. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, not, you know, maybe it's the number of items, or maybe it's just the fact that none of these IPs really stand out to me. But kind of an average box. Yes, the items were different, but they didn't thrill me too much, and I really don't like that theme. So I'm going to give this box a B-. And again, it's not terrible, but only 4 items. It seems like they were looking past this box to the next one. The next Cosmo-Cube's theme is deep cover, so it sounds like it's a little more interesting. Whatever. Just seems like, hey, we had a good box last month with Steampunk. We really like that. We're going to kind of just throw something together for this month, and in September we'll come back with another good box. So I hope that's not the case. Actually, I hope it is the case. I hope next month's box is a lot better. But this one just didn't do that much for me. So B- there. Not bad. I'm not going to give it a low score, but it's also not going to be something that I'm going to recommend to anybody else. So as far as Cosmo-Cube, maybe wait a little bit, see how next month looks. You know, if I get 2 out of 3 months that are looking really good, then I can make a full recommendation of it. Well, that's about it for this video. As always, comment, like, subscribe, share, and do all that other stuff that keeps the channel going. I appreciate all the views, and coming up here pretty soon, we're going to talk about some more giveaways, and I'm also going to announce the first member of the Middle-Aged Kid Hall of Fame. So that's exciting. So stay tuned for that. Until then, we will talk to you guys later.